Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and today I want to make a series of upgrades to my iMatch quick hitch. Normally, anything you want to do to a tractor or add to a tractor costs a fortune, it seems like. But these are things that really aren't that expensive, upgrades I can make easily, and that should really come in handy. So, the first thing is a safety sticker. I'll get this up here, see if you can see it. Danger, stay away from my tractor. I don't know what's happening there in the picture, but it seems like we should stay away from this guy's tractor. I'm going to put this on my loader. So now that everyone's been fairly warned about staying away from my tractor, we're going to add some storage to the quick hitch. And everybody has a tendency to complain about a lack of storage and no toolbox on these tractors. And I've seen a lot of different ways to try to add a toolbox. I've actually got a toolbox I can put on my Artillion tool rack. But this is a simple, cost-effective way to add a little bit of storage back here. And I've got one for each side. So let's get these bolted on real quick and show you what I'm going to use them for. So when you hold the box sideways, you've got 4 holes here. The first step is to put bolts through these 2 holes. Then we're going to slide it over this frame, let the bottom of the box set on this spot right here, and then we'll put the other 2 bolts in. Now I just need to tighten up these 4 bolts. I've just got a little 1/4-inch drive ratchet because you don't want to over tighten them. It would just bend the metal if you did. The next step is to slide this black protective cover over the top. If you've got lids for it, which I got the lids, you don't want to cover these holes right here. It says it can be fairly difficult to bend. We'll find out in a second. Oh yeah, that could be a lot worse. Judging by the description, I thought it was going to be worse. Now, since I have the lids, I'll have to cut a little bit of this off or it would cover that second hole. So now we've got some little bolts and a nylon spacer that attach the lid. Obviously we don't want to get these all that tight either, or all it's going to do is make it hard to open and close the lid. I tightened these up until it was starting to put pressure on the lid, then take them loose just a little bit. Not too shabby. So I've got another box exactly like this one. No need to show it twice. I'm going to go ahead and put the other one on, then we'll get to the next upgrade. The next thing we're going to do is mount some type of a tool onto this box with these tool holders. So the hardware you get with this is a screw that fits into this, I'm not sure what the term for this is, but it's used as a nut. And then I stuck this piece in from the inside and I just ran this in with my drill. So the website doesn't call these toolboxes, it calls them chain boxes. So we'll start there. Who doesn't need a chain with them? That's probably about twice as much chain as I would carry with me all the time. But it did fit in there. And you know what? It's really cold outside. So I was looking around in the shed for some chain and I said this one will do. So now in this example, let's say we're doing firewood. I could put these wedges in the other box. Maybe a Fisker's in here. It says these things are going to be stiff the first time you use them. You have to work them back and forth to loosen them up. Then on this side where I stick my wedges, I can put a hammer over here. And it just depends on what you're doing. You might be going out to brush hog and you want to keep extra shear pins in here and a set of pliers and some WD-40. It's just a matter of what you think you're going to want. So our next upgrade is to the actual hook that you use to pick up your implement with. These bolts aren't just jumping out of the holes. I couldn't do it with just a regular ratchet. So I'm going to try this breakover bar. I've got the ratchet in a position where it can't ratchet any further. It's up against this frame. Watching me do this kind of underscores the need for this upgrade. One down. So with this, we're trying to accomplish two things. Number one, we're trying to make it more convenient to move the position of this hook. We're going to do that with quick release pins in place of these bolts. The second objective here is to make it easier to get implements in and out of this top hook. When I first heard about this upgrade, I kind of misunderstood it. I thought that this made the gap in here wider, which would just make your attachments have more slop in them. And that doesn't really make it better. But that's not what this does. So if you line these bolt holes up here, you can see that this hook sticks out further, but the actual hook itself is the same. All it does is move this out another inch, which for some attachments is going to make it a lot easier to get on and off. So when I call these quick hitch pins, this is what we've actually got with a pin that goes through the end. So, put this back where it was. Pin through. Pin through. And I'm going to say this was a lot easier right here than going and finding two sockets, a breakover bar, and a ratchet and fighting with it. So, big upgrade here. This should be a nice upgrade. Really, I think every bit of this is going to come in handy, and none of it was especially difficult to do. If you're interested in any of these products, they're all available at boltonhooks.com. I've got a chance to meet Ken, who founded Bolt On Hooks, and talked to him a few times. He's a great guy, and it's a small business, and I love supporting small businesses. I got all the hooks and my receiver and all the stuff you see on my bucket from Bolt On Hooks too. So go over and check them out. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links over here to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.